The truth should be told and not sold. As you get older and you start thinking more seriously about your life, stop thinking about, if you're a male, impressing the ladies, trying to get all the sex in the world you can get, creating babies and being not responsible. You know, I went through these changes, hanging out in the streets, trying to impress the fellas, see how stupid you really are, but you think you're trying to be intelligent. And you start really taking a good look at things. And in my case, I was born in the Nation of Islam, and my mother, when I was 7 years old, she took me out. And I went to a regular public school, and it was back in the 50s, because I was born in 1946. And you see that America was pushing the agenda of white supremacy. Now, news used to be somewhat trying to give you the news. You had people that was journalists, but they still was pushing white supremacy. Now in 2021, they got critical race theory, how schools are infecting kids with critical race theories. So you see that the news always push agendas, and ain't nothing but a propaganda for white supremacy. Some of them do it slicker than others. So
Kenneth is the science coordinator at the Indianapolis Public School District in Indiana, and he's also the founder of Chalkboard Review. You may have seen his video making the rounds on the internet today. In the video, Kenneth responds to claims from Democrats that critical race theory isn't taught in schools. Watch.
We do have critical race theory in how we teach. We tell our teachers to treat students differently based on color. We tell our students that every problem is a result of white men, and that everything Western civilization built is racist. Capitalism as a tool of white supremacy. Those are straight out of Kimberly Crenshaw's main points, verbatim, in Critical Race Theory, the writings that formed the movement. This is in math, history, science, English, the arts, and it's not slowing down.
Tony Kenneth joins us now. So you're saying the dodge is, yeah, they don't have CRT 101 after math class. But what they do have is the entire CRT infused in every single course and every single classroom throughout the curriculum. Is that right?
Absolutely. There's this very clever trick that a lot of administrators will pull. In education, there are two things that consist of learning. We have curriculum, which is what the students are learning, and then we have pedagogy, which is how it's taught. So we can officially tell parents, we're not teaching critical race theory. It's not in the Indiana academic standards. But all of a sudden, the classroom door shuts and the teacher starts teaching through a lens of this race essentialism that pits students against each other based on their color.
So give some advice to parents out there. Perhaps they don't know if CRT is in the school that their kids are going to. How would they go about discovering it? And if it is infected in the school district there where they live, what's their next step?
Well, the first thing you should really be doing is talking to your kids' teachers. So many of my parents had great conversations with me weekly on what was going on, not just inside my classroom, but inside the school. There was this very interesting myth by the left that all of the teachers are on the left and the right believes it. A lot of teachers really just want to go in and teach, and they are happy to have discussions with parents. However, if you find that a teacher is being uncooperative, they're teaching things that really shouldn't be taught in a classroom, they're treating your kid different based on a color, you have a responsibility to go to the principal, then to the superintendent, and if that doesn't work, you really should look into electing a much better school board that's going to serve your community based on merit, not on color.
What you have is the black man is discovering that before there even was a Caucasian, there was the black man all over the planet. And what we're discovering is that the Caucasian, he believes that he was born out the loins of a amoeba, a one-cell animal creature, and then went to the caves, and then all of a sudden became wiser than wise. And this is what they teach in the school system ever since the arrival of Master Farad Muhammad, raising up and teaching the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his blood brother, Supreme Minister John Muhammad. Supreme Minister John Muhammad was back there at that time, and he should be credited. But he was a young fella, younger than his brother. He should be credited. And so, like this guy here, he got an explanation that's close to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But let's check him out.
The art, science, music, literature, drama, the whole culture, particularly the religion of all the people of Asia, can be traced directly to the Africans of Asia. India, Japan, China, just to name a few. Even Afro-American history can be traced directly to the Africans of Asia. I know it sounds strange to you, but the world owes a debt to the Africans of Asia. In the following presentation, you'll find out exactly why. Just give me a few seconds. Your ancestors never intended to let you down.
Now, what I'd like to do now is to move directly from Africa itself and begin to examine the African presence around the world.
The Kalahari Desert, Namibia. I'm here to find an extraordinary ancient tribe of people, the San Bushmen. Our research shows that their distant relatives left Africa and set in motion the family tree of mankind. From them stemmed every color, creed, and nationality alive today. Everything predicted in their blood seems to be written in their faces. It's like looking at a composite model of every face from around the world. The eye shape of East Asians, the high cheekbones of Mongolians, the mid-brown skin that could turn darker or lighter.
Now all this propaganda is to throw you off from the fact that the jab, the COVID, was an attack on the black, and I intend to prove it in later videos. It wasn't no accident. Black man out.